What's up from the Northeast? So today I wanted to just kind of go over briefly and talk about my new 100-yard competition benchrest setup. So in 2025, I'll be shooting with Skout air guns, and I'll be shooting an Evo with a sub MOA barrel. This is my setup. I'll kind of go over the features of it and then kind of give you guys a close-up walkthrough. So it's again, 30 caliber Evo. I have two barrels with it, both sub MOA. One is a faster twist and one is a slower twist. I'm still experimenting with ammunitions and tunes to get it right. So this gun has 3 regulators. So you have a first stage regulator, which is a Ninja paintball regulator, 4,500 PSI. You have a low pressure reg and a high pressure reg. This gun is run by a computer within the grip, and you can control dwell time. You have multiple different trigger options. There's just a lot of different things you can do with this system. It has a piston valve. I am not 100% on the internals of this gun. I'm very new to this company, and I'm learning. So you got your high pressure reg on this side with a gauge. You have your bottle fill pressure gauge right here. Then you have low pressure reg on the right side of the gun. All the regs are adjustable externally. There's no hammer spring in this gun. You control all of that with your dwell time. Yeah, so let's get you a close-up of the gun. Mine is in HPP copper. You can utilize the Saber Tactical Bag Rider. It locks right up to the skeletonized stock. You got a carbon fiber adjustable cheek rest, fully match grade trigger. Let me turn you on here.
Powering on. Welcome to the Scout experience. Battery level 40%.
Pretty amazing gun. Trigger is insane. Again, high pressure reg and gauge. You can adjust it here. You got your bottle reg, Ninja reg, fill pressure, and then on the right side of the gun, you have your low pressure reg, which is also adjustable here. I've been experimenting with muzzle brakes. I got EC tuner brake. I still got a lot of work to do with that, but I really think it's going to benefit this gun due to muzzle flip. When you're running high power, 30 calibers for the bench, you get a lot of muzzle flip where the gun wants to jump up. And when it does that, it affects your POI. And the reason for that is we are not shooting supersonic. So that pellet takes longer to leave the barrel and is affected by the recoil or the muzzle flip. So the idea is to use the muzzle brake to allow the gun to recoil level and just come straight back into the shoulder, not affecting my POI downrange as much. I'm running a Citron S8 5-40 by 56. 40 millimeter tube, Japanese ED glass. It doesn't get any better than this scope. As far as I'm concerned, this is literally, it's got to be top 3 scopes in the world right now. It's phenomenal. You could shoot 2,000 yards with this gun. Or with this scope, rather. Correction. Not the gun. Yeah. Don't beat me up on that one. Cannot shoot 2,000 yards with this gun. This scope. But yeah, my gun has a little extra on the Arca rail, and the reason for that is rigidity. When you're running a bipod or a tripod, or you're on a rest and you've got it way out there, the gun's heavy. So, I mean, look at the table move. The gun's not, the rail, there's no flex in the rail whatsoever. But yeah, this is my competition 100-yard benchrest setup, and I'm looking to play with JTS pellets, JSB, AEA. I'm really hoping the 50s or the 66 grain. I can get a good tune for that because those are less likely to be affected by wind. If you're from the firearms world and we say 100 yards, you're probably thinking, that's not that much. But it is when it comes to air guns. You have I believe this is 30 MOA on top. But you get a lot of MOA there. Again, with air guns, some of them you'll run out of turret. With this one, I doubt it. I believe it has 44 mil of adjustment. Something like that. great scope. But yeah, the rail, you got MOA built into the rail. You got a 4,500 PSI burst disc out front for safety. On-off switch between the bottle and the gun, so you can shut that air off and take your bottle off for any kind of repairs. Barrel comes out super easy. You can switch the barrel in seconds. There's a little detent. I'll pull you over there. There's a little detent right here that you depress, lift that lever up, and that barrel slides right out like butter. The gun is hefty, you know, with my add-ons, and I actually show you. I got a couple right here. I actually run these brass weights as well. These are 2.2 pounds each. I typically run one behind the bipod, tucked up close, and one in front of the bipod, tucked up close. Absolutely love it. It's worked for me. I ran that setup with a Accutech FC4 bipod with, I actually ran chassis weights, about 4 pounds of chassis weights locked onto the bipod, along with 4.4 pounds of brass weight on my gun at the Pyramid Air Cup this year. And I got a berth into the finals, and I took 4th in the finals with a score of 231.7x. So I had a really good showing there. There was only like 5 or 6 points that separated the top 5 guys. It was really tight. There was best shooters in the world there. It was a great event, and I look forward to it in 2025. But this is my benchrest setup. So now you know. Later. So here's some quick photos of the rifle up close so you guys can kind of see it, better detail. After the pictures, there's a quick video walkthrough of everything on the rifle. Again, this is a 30 caliber Skout Evo with a sub MOA barrel. I have 2 barrels, a 1 in 28 and a 1 in 48 twist. Here's the video walkthrough. Just kind of got the bag rider, cheek rest. You know, I just go over some of the simple features of the rifle, and that's it.